What's at the top of your mind? Comment right now. Pause the video and comment. Okay. Well, why did I say that? Well, the reason is because I like to have some interaction, and I usually don't get very many comments. So I might as well encourage people to comment right away, and we'll see where that gets us with some really weird top-of-the-mind comments. Top of the morning to you, lads. It's me, Anawiltus, in for another episode of, well, did you guess it? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't, but we've got... I think he may have killed one of my guys. It's not very nice. We've got some civilization, and as they say, the best offense is a good offense. Or is there anyone that actually says that? Good question. So here's what I'll do. I'll see if I can not invade this turn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can potentially take care of these opponents that are arising before me. And I see that more are on the way. But it's good that now I have an elite on my side. That's correct. We have gone from elite to elite. And next, I suppose we'll go from hacksaw to hacker. We're going to correct all our spelling mistakes. We're going to ensure that our grammar is as accurate as possible. And if it isn't, then, well, then there's going to be some real problems. Somebody is going to have to pay the bill. But who's it going to be? It's certainly not going to be me. I'm not paying your telephone bill. I'm not paying your phone bill. I'm not paying your potato bill. You know, you bought too many potatoes? I'm not paying for that. Why would I pay for somebody else's potatoes? That makes no sense. And you might be saying, well, if it doesn't make sense, then why did you start this conversation? Well, to be honest, maybe that's a question you should be asking yourself, because I don't feel like answering that question. I don't have an obligation to answer such a question. And do you have an obligation to answer such a question? Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? Well, I'm certain somebody knows out there, but it certainly isn't me. And that is why you have to solve your problems, if possible, before they become bigger than they should be. Lobana looks like a great place to, well, put it on Ngome. Well, Lobana is closer. There. I'm going to send a guy down there. Only 6 turns to get there. That's a lot faster than what it used to be. And we can just hold these caravels here. But wait, I should not forget to send over our next, oops, not the city, the boats. Our next load. Wait, there's an army in the galley? Are you kidding? Oh no, okay. It's... Why did I wake the frigate? There. For a moment I thought that it was an actual full-size huge army, but no, it wasn't. That would have been an interesting moment. Just a huge army out there. Okay, going to send a guy over there, and I'm just sending these guys out to patrol for enemy ships. And I think next turn would be... Should I put him in the army? How many guys do we have? We've got a bunch of guys we can actually put in the army, so why don't we? Let's fortify. Not fortify. Load you up into the army. That's right, we're going to build a huge army. And I can't use this one because this one's already used up his turn. I could use one of the ones that is sitting around. I don't think I'm going to use the elite for this task, simply because it wouldn't be the best idea. Okay, let's fortify you. We'll just use the whichever fully healed one comes out next turn. There's no point in defortifying them and then having to refortify them to recover health, because let's be honest, more health is better. So we'll just leave it the way it is for now. And next turn, we might be able to capture a town. I keep saying that, but things change. Okay, Baal has produced a university. How about we produce not a colosseum, but rather cavalry? Library, cavalry, okay, fair enough. Coastal fortress, that is a good idea. Let's get an ironclad, because we can. Actually, now that I think about it, is an ironclad a good idea? I seem to recall thinking about what naval units I should use, and I don't remember whether an ironclad was on the good list or the bad list. Let's get an aqueduct. Okay. Let's find out. Civilopedia. Ironclad. Units. BCDEFGHI. Okay. Attack 4, defense 4. And compared to frigate. Yeah, definitely better. Okay, ironclad's cool. But what we have here is a galley. So what we're going to do is, of course, you're over here. We're going to try to intercept. It's just going to take such a long time to get there. It's going to be faster to complete the galley. Let's see, how fast are we on our next cavalry? 67 turns in here. That's a disgrace. 1 turn in New York. Okay. We'll just keep our next cavalry around here in case we need it. And we'll move it closer to the coast if there arises a need. In addition to that, we do have an elite rider that we could use as well. But other than that, our cities do not have the best of defenses. Who's this? India. Of course it's India. Okay. Worker, do what you want. It's just going to be a huge railroad node over here. Like Imhotep has become, because all the workers were stuck around here at the end when I was done building the railroads. But I guess now they've started to spread out again. Okay. And nothing aboard. And we'll send you over here to stand guard. Did we actually build one here? Because that's cool if we didn't. Yeah, it looks like we might actually have. Get a granary then. And let's get moving. Let's take that galley. Let's wake it first. Okay, we've got the elite on the move. And wake the cavalryman. Pull it back. Fortify. Load into army. And you will go over here. Meanwhile, we begin our attack. We can leave around 3 cavalry in the town. Okay, so we're going to pick up this one. Did he get wrecked? No, he didn't get wrecked. That's good. And we'll keep the elite here. Not that one. This one. We'll use this one to attack as well. We'll see if we can capture. They might capture it right back, but let's get we can't build walls, so instead everybody's unhappy as well. What a terrible problem that we've got here. I'm also going to send another cavalryman in just in case. And let's fix this problem. And fixing this problem, okay. Do we actually need to? Yeah, we did need to. We've only got 1 guy on food, so we're having an extreme shortage, which is problematic. But at least we have made some progress in our conquest. Jaipur is, of course, not in the best location for us to attack, so I presume that the best method is to instead move north. Or we can also move to the west as well, but I do not believe that that decision is wise at... Ah, no! I didn't expect them to have that many guys move in at the same time. I guess we'll just have to... This was a lot more difficult than I expected. Now let's see. Let us attack and retake the city. If we lose the city now, we will not be able to keep it. So we'll have to hold our position until we receive reinforcements. There we go. I think 2 guys should be enough to defend us. the next guys can just move up. But until then, we're leaving the people on the other continent to fend for themselves, which is not ideal. Cavalry, okay. Resistance has ended and order has been restored. But Kyoto. Let's actually take a zoom. Yeah, that entertainment certainly was not enough. There we go. And we'll just have to keep everything fortified as much as possible. Hopefully they don't start marching in and messing with our tiles. Actually, I think this is a great opportunity to... Can we hurry production on this? How much does it cost? We're going to get a harbor built that will connect the dyes to the rest of our realm. And I do not believe that we have dyes. Let's actually take a look with the trade advisor. No, we do not have dyes. So that should increase our income to some extent, which would be lovely, to say the least. I think this is still our first marketplace on this continent. This continent is so behind on the stuff that needs to be built. Okay. Let's go to the next turn. They're starting to attack again. Harbor. And let's build walls. This should have increased our income slightly. Well, maybe it has and I haven't really noticed, or maybe it was such a minor thing that it was not relevant. So what I should do is, of course, counterattack before they have the opportunity to attack. I believe that is the best option. But, of course, it is difficult. Come on. And, of course, it's into woodlands that are unimproved, so he's stuck there. He's going to get attacked by the swordsman. Bad move. I might lose this city now. If only I had the boats to bring over the armies. I guess I'm going to start pulling in. The guys. Not 100. No, that's terrible. I'm not doing that. Is there another place that has 2 guys on it? This place would be good. Oh, it actually has a cavalryman on it. But it is imperative that I get some guys over. Okay, and you're ready to go as well. There's a railroad here, and that's interesting. But I'm not going to remove the garrison on these places, or at least lower the garrison on this town, until we've got railroads coming down at least this far, because otherwise it's not going to work. But of course, now our entire workforce is over here, so maybe I should get some guys to build railroads down here so that this area is protected. And there's another one ready to go. And that'll just have to be the way it goes. Okay. Lundi has produced barracks. Well, Lundi can then produce a granary. Yeah, let's get a granary up. Swazi has produced barracks. Get a palace. No, I do not want to build a palace here. That could have been a huge accident, building a palace in some middle of nowhere town. Put it on a galley. We lost one of our galleys. That's not ideal. And onto another galley. And let's wake a galley and send some guys over. There we are. And wake them. Get them woke. And then we're going to send them to this town to bolster the defense. Okay. Why don't you... Oops. Did I freeze the game? Did I crash? That would be the absolute worst. Looks like the game is frozen to some extent. Let me Alt-Tab for a moment, see if that helps. I can't actually go back onto the window with the game in it. You might still be seeing it on the screen, but apparently it seems that it may have crashed. That's unfortunate. Let me just take a look at Task Manager. Is it having problems responding? Let's see. Not responding. Okay. That is an unhappy incident that Civilization 3.exe in parentheses 32-bit is not responding. Well, I guess everything that happened this episode is non-canon. So I guess that's good in a sense, because I made a few mistakes. And thank you all for watching, I suppose. And I will be seeing you all next time. Hopefully we'll be picking up at about the same point where this episode started up. But see you all next time.